For Professor Carey's longevity class, I chose to do my paper on Huntington's disease, which is a degenerative disease that has an early onset. Huntington's disease would allow you to have both mental problems such as dementia, but it would also influence your bodily movements, and you would have difficulty, for example, doing daily tasks like brushing your teeth and stuff. A concept that we were learning in class, lead time bias, kind of fits in with it really well. Lead time bias is a concept that basically means that people who are diagnosed with a disease get diagnosed earlier, but it makes it seem like they have a longer lifespan when that's really not the case. This time between diagnosis and fatality is a lot longer when it's really not, because you just figured out that they had a disease earlier. One of the main issues I came across was that they have a lot of research on the etiology, how it's made, the genetics of it, but there wasn't a lot of connection with the people who lived it, and so treatment and etiology kind of didn't meet. And so I had a lot of trouble making that connection. And so I thought of first going to support groups, because that kind of connects it with who's living with it. And it kind of helped me find research that was particular about treatment options specifically, and that was more holistic approach to finding resources. And so this kind of connected the two and made it easier to form connections between the etiology and the treatment options that were available. Articles and the journals that are available to the library were really helpful to me, especially Ulrich's periodical, which is a way that you can figure out if a journal is peer-reviewed. And that was really important because you need peer-reviewed journals for articles, and it was a lot easier than trying to dig around in the article and trying to find it. You can just put the name of the journal in there, and then it'll just pop up and say, yes, it's peer-reviewed. That made it a lot easier, and if it wasn't, I'll just disregard that literature right away because I wasn't going to include it anyway. As a psychology major, I have written a lot of literature reviews in the past, but this wasn't a little bit different than the others because it was more, you can say, hardcore science. I'm mostly in the social sciences, and so it's very theoretical. This one was more set in stone. It's hard science, and so there was a lot more facts that I can use, and it's not just theory that I'm applying. I'm a slow writer by nature. Winning the Lang Prize is validation for myself and proving to myself that I'm a good writer.